Hello and welcome back to Gamedec. So we are trying to figure out what happened to Ken Zhao and the Tree of Knowing. Now you'll see here in our deductions, we actually haven't even figured out something in the first section. What is the Tree of Knowing? We have absolutely no clue. We have a ton of unfound data. Hopefully we can find something in the second section, but I have absolutely no idea. If we go to the second section, we'll see we have two questions. Who controls the Tree of Knowing? Where we have some answers. I suspect it might be the Master of Laughter, but we're not 100% sure. And then what happened to those who entered the tree? Well, we don't entirely know. They might be dead, they might be trapped, they might be enlightened. Again, we haven't quite got all the data yet, so we need to go around and talk to some people and figure out what we can do. For that, we have a quest log. We have to gain a clan member's trust, take holopics for the faulty MPEC. I have no idea where this is, but maybe it's inside one of these buildings. What I should also say is that I have played a tiny bit beyond where we are right now, but I had a system crash, which has caused me to have to come back to this save. But yeah, and I know that we don't have that many cycles left to get what we're doing done, so I just want to narrow down what we actually have to do, so that, you know, we're doing the things that get us the most information. But yeah, the holopics, I suspect, might involve us having to go inside both of these chambers. Like the Lord's Chamber and Umbra's Chamber, so that might be something we want to prioritize. We need to kill a player named Eagle. There's absolutely no reason for us to do this, but we could do it just, you know, because we can. What's interesting is that this is in the Search the Clan's Stronghold section, not in the Gain the Clan's Trust section, which implies that if we kill Eagle, we're going to find out something about the clan's stronghold, which is an interesting proposition. Continuing down, gain the clan's trust. We actually already have a lot of the clan's trust because Gold Wielder trusts us. So we've already finished this one in theory. So in theory, we don't need to do any of the rest of this. We could, but we don't necessarily have to. And then Live by the Clan cycle just requires us to get Potato Gormans, and I believe we have all of the ones that we're ever going to need there. So if we get any extra ones, it's just by pure luck. So what are we going to do first? I want to try getting inside these places, and to get inside these places, what we need to do is click on them. The Lord's Chamber was locked. We're going to analyze the lock. I took a careful look at the lock. It was a complex mechanism, as if it were. A message suddenly popped up in front of me. We also got a Virtulium thing. There we go. To make it, you'll need to grind crystal. After 2 to 4 spent bells in the grinder, the crystal should take on the proper elongated shape. Okay, 2 to 4 in the grinder of crystal. Awesome. An enemy stronghold, you'll often have to break into their layers. This lock requires a long, notched lockpick. Learn to craft tools. In order to make the necessary lockpick, go to the forge and grind a crystal. From now on, recipes for forging various items will appear in hints like this, to then become available in the Book of Recipes. The book can be found near the forge. Good luck. Which actually kind of implies it expected you to do this as your first action in here, but we didn't. Right, now we can head over here to these chambers, analyze the lock. We'll see it's got a heavy padlock. I could probably make the appropriate key in the clan's forge. Steel and a bit of time with the grinder would do. So both of them need time in the grinder. One is steel and one is... actually, this one says iron, interestingly. So one is iron and one is... yeah, and one is crystal, because this appears to be a massive key instead. Which is interesting. Right. Let's go make this key. So we need iron and we need crystal. Even though it said steel, I'm fairly certain we need iron. Right, so first of all, which direction is this pointing? It's currently pointing towards the milling machine. Want it to point towards the grind. Are you the grinder? You are indeed the grinder. Nice. So let's rotate this once. And then we probably want to make Umbra's first, I imagine. So let's have a look, just because hers is further away from the end. Because in the cycle, we know that Lord goes into his chambers at the end. So if we go into Umbra's chambers towards the end of this one, we can go into Lord's towards the start of the next one, in theory. Right, so what was it for Umbra's? It was underneath Knight's Code. We need to grind iron. 3 to 5 bells spent in the grinder. Okay. Grab that. Gonna put 2 lots of timber in here and hope it's enough. Grab it again. Put it in here. Grab the iron. It just said iron. It didn't say like iron bar. Well, let's try that. 3 to 5. So now we need to go and do something that causes time to pass. We could also have tried to make the meditation bowl, but yeah, we're not quite there yet. Let's maybe try and gain clan master support. If we go up to Gold Wielder, let's see if he'll support us. Hey. Can you nominate me to enter the Tree of Knowing? It would mean a lot to me to gain access to the Tree of Knowing. Can you recommend me to Lord? You've helped me more than once. If this is something you truly want, I'll be happy to return the favor. I'm gonna go. Cool, so we've now got this done. Awesome. Right. We're still working on these ones. That's fine. So that didn't actually use any time either. We could go and kill Eagle. Sure, let's go try and kill Eagle and see where this takes us. So this is down here. Hello, Eagle. Autumn leaves are flying from trees. Or fuck, I don't know, falling? The man was staring at the parchment and nervously drawing signs on it. Yes, falling. Falling definitely sounds better. What are you doing? Fuck off, I'm busy. He shot me a quick look and resumed his scribbling on the parchment. Oh, push him off. I stood behind him and pushed him towards the infinite space. He was too busy staring at the parchment to react. Oh! He just got absolutely chucked off. Fuck! Well, we didn't learn anything, but I mean, it was fun. We've gone forward 2 cycles. So we need to waste another cycle. Well, waste, but I mean we need to do something for another cycle. Find the stone and collect the reward. Oh, there's a stone up here. There we go. Pick up the stone. I picked it up. I found a potato gorman. Leave. Alright, so it's now been 3 cycles. Has it made me a key? It has made me a key. Wonderful. We still have some fire left. So let's grab this. Stick it in here. We know this one's 2 to 4. Okay, let's leave it there for just now. And go and open Umbra's house. Let's check. So Lord is here. Umbra is there. So we should be able to just enter. I'm going to do a quick save as well. Just before, just in case like, oh, I can see you, therefore I'm going to tell you off or something like that. The lockpick I made fit perfectly. In a flash I opened the door and went inside. Ooh. I like to sniff around. Achievement unlocked. What have we got in here? List of captives? Umbra kept records of whom she disciplined and for what? Meticulousness or mementos? The book was secured with an intricate lock. It was rather easy to open with a small lockpick. I do have a lockpick, so let's go with it. I had the right tool. Within moments, the book was open. The lockpick snapped. Oh. Alright, randomly take a screenshot for the journalist. Look for Ken's offensive, look for Loud Moth's offensive. Take a screenshot for the journalist. Look for Ken's offences. I browsed the book to see what Ken had done to cross the Han clan. He got away with his offences because the Lord believed Ken had a connection with the Tree of Knowing. He was given a penalty for breaking into the Lord's house, but one of the clan masters vouched for him. Interesting. Okay. Let's leave here now. And we're going to head back and get the key to Lord's house now. Which we should be able to go into at the start of the next one. Hopefully it's fine. There we go. Lord's house key. That looks perfect. Right, now we're just using the rest of our time in Umbra's house. Awesome. Right. So back over to Umbra's house. What are we going to do? Book of Trust. The book contained evidence of trust, embarrassing secrets shared by clan members. Screenshot for the journalist. I took a screenshot. Look for a specific person. There's Umbra going into the building. Notes on Ken. Notes on Ken came from Master spying on him. They included a record of Ken taking over a clan member's account to access the stronghold. Let's look for us. I found a transcript of a conversation where I agreed to pledge my loyalty to the clan. I could remove that, it said? I don't think we need to. I mean, we only told them something they already knew. There's no reason to spend time removing it. So I should now have the pictures. Yeah, for the faulty MPEG. Let's give it to you. Now you'll tell me what you know. Here's your evidence. Thanks. Are you sure you want to stay here? I heard rumors that Lord is a figurehead and the Master of Laughter is the mastermind. Oh, there you go. Absent Master. Master of Laughter rarely shows up in Knight's Code and we don't know much about him. People are scared of him. Be careful, I'm logging... anyway, man's a ghost, no intel. And anyone who starts digging is hushed up. Scary dude. Be careful, I'm logging out to check the holopics. Okay, hopefully they come back. We got one more bell left. Let's check the bamboo mat. Ouch, the bamboo mat yelled when I stepped on it. Analyze. Check the bamboo mat's code. The item was being used as a player's skin. Not just one player, I checked the logs. Previously, Ken Zhao had been trapped in the mat and others before him. Brave Echo, Mute Moss. I remember the names. Let's leave. The cycle is finished. Leave now and go to Tributary. Oh, you're giving me an official reprimand? Oh no. What is that? Oh, right. It's just a black mark. Okay. Hello. Here's the Goleman. Go into the Lord's house. We can do that. I greeted them with a nod. Only 2 cycles remain until the recruitment is over. By now you should have arrived at an opinion on the clan's philosophy. The clan is gathering information about the tree's signals. Only Lord knows how to interpret them, but everyone should know what to think about them and the tree. Meditate, think. At the end of the next cycle we will ask you about the path of enlightenment. You will have to arrive at a cohesive conclusions regarding those who have entered the tree. Cool. Okay. So we got that. All we have is a reprimand. We're not really that worried about it. So she's come out, but there's Lord coming out. So we should now be able to go into Lord's house. Let's see what's inside it. Did a quick save in case we get immediately told off. Let's use a lockpick. The lockpick I made fit perfectly. The door opened without a sound. It only took a moment to open the door, allowing me entry. Okay. Looks like the Laughing Master is not here. List of clan members. Let's try this. I was holding a book with a list of all Han clan members. It was locked. I need a very small lockpick to open a lock like this. Leave. Okay, so we can make more lockpicks. Dresser, what is this? That's cool. Letters. There were sheets of paper with short notes on the desk. I looked in the mirror and noticed that some were reflected in it while others were not. After a moment of analysis, I realized that in the glass I could only see those directly addressed to him. Read the notes addressed to Lord. They featured requests and orders. The latest, Lord needed to keep an eye on new recruits. One of them would be worthy to enter the tree. In the margins of notes I could see Lord's annotations. How does one correctly identify the right recruit? With regular conversations. The notes weren't signed, so I didn't know who had recommended that Lord looked into me. I assumed they meant me. Okay, so they know who we are, and they're looking into us. Clan members reported any signals they saw from the tree. Lord recorded them all. Some were locked. Gradual initiation, censorship. Read the collected signals. I looked through the notes on the signals from the Tree of Knowing collected by the clan members. They varied greatly. Intense feelings, wanton curiosity, belief that there is more to the world, or certainly that the material world is only an illusion. Other visions were concrete, a prophetess leaving life's grind to seek truth. All visions were full of emotion, hope, and joy of searching. So signs of happiness and liberation. Okay. Signs convey emotions of happiness and hints on how to become free and a self-aware person. Winged happiness and birds symbolizing freedom. Lord must have interpreted this one literally, as the notes implied he procured a raven. Overall, the signs projected confidence that no value could be found in life, although not here. Sorry, that value could be found in life, although not here. Alright, let's leave. We could go and start creating... Can I see how many clues are in Lord's house? 9 clues. So we have nothing there. We have no letters. With the list of names, I think we need a lockpick here to get more clues, unfortunately. Yeah, we need a lockpick, I think. So we need to go and get some lockpicks. Okay, let's try this one. Back in here. Oh yeah, it is making noise as we walk over it. Inspect. Examined it carefully. It looked like a regular bamboo mat. It wouldn't talk. Hop on the mat. Hopped a few times on the mat, stomping down hard with my heels. Ouch! Oh, so you do talk. I'm not saying anything. Go away. The mat fell silent for good. Hop. Hopped a few times on the mat, stomping hard with my heels. Oh, it didn't do anything. We just wasted a bell. Okay. So this. We don't lose time just for looking. We can read about Gold Wielder or Loudmouth's offense. Let's look at Loudmoth's offense. Checked what Loudmoth had been done that made him want to repent. He had heard signs coming from the Tree of Knowing, a song of sadness and compassion for those who don't know how enslaved they are in life. He heard how the cycle of everyday life enslaved and blinded them like animals bored in captivity, unaware and all the more tragic. There was such emotion in the song, Loudmoth decided to act immediately. When people wouldn't listen, he tried to shake them out of it. He took over city Urukars. Someone died via panic attack, or Umbra blamed Loudmoth for interpreting the signs on his own without asking Lord. Let's read about Gold Wielder. Umbra learned he snuck away from clan raids sometimes and entered Paradise Beach, or went there instead of raiding at all. She decided he had betrayed the clan and locked him in a plant pot. He wouldn't say why he did it. Umbra noted that it needed to be verified in the future whether he had dropped that habit. Okay. Let's leave. It's around 4 of 6 still. Okay. Book of Trust. Specific person. Rockborer. Found a transcript where Rockborer talked about his husband, Captain Basilidus. Wait a second. So Rockborer is the guy who had his head chopped off by the doctor back in outside Yeti's Coming? Oh wow. An outranger who sometimes violated protocol. When they went outside city borders in violation of safety rules, one of his subordinates died. The clan could blackmail the outrangers. I can delete the transcript. Interesting. Let's leave for just now, but it's interesting that we can do that. Can we go and speak to Rockborer about it? Maybe, although he gave the information freely, so he probably knows. Well, we assume he gave the information freely. So if I need lockpicks, what's the lockpick recipe? Like for just basic lockpicks. Milling machine 1 to 4 bells. Wait, milling machine 1 to 4 bells, and it's crystal. Oh, wait, where's milling? Are you milling at the end? Okay, well. 1, 2, 3. Crystal. Machine. Grab the wood, stick the wood in here. Right, so that now needs to go for 1. So now we can go and speak to Rockborer. That's fine. Little chat, see what they have to say about things. Rockborer. Leave. Okay, so we cannot confront him about it. All we could do is remove the information. Interesting. Okay. So, what do I want to do here? What else have we got? Create a meditation bowl. What was the meditation bowl's thing, anyway? Knight's Code meditation bowl? Crystal with a chisel for 2 to 5. Okay, we can at least go fill it up. Crystal with a chisel. 2 to 5 means that we probably are going to need more wood. Let's go grab some. That'll use a cycle. Right, now we can go and get our lockpick. There we go. Go grab that. Perfect. Rotate. Rotate. Can I use the wood we just... Can I donate the wood we picked up, or... No. I can add fuel here, though. To at least make it go 1. Right, let's go grab one more bit of wood, and then we're going to be asked to go back, I think. There we go. That's fine. A vision. Cutting and gathering, cutting and gathering. The sounds around me died away. Yes, it was coming. A vision. I saw the character from previous visions methodically collecting clues on hard to explain incidents. I saw the tree of knowing emerge and slowly take root in his investigation. He was also increasingly curious as to how it was possible. I felt his conviction that it was another mystery to solve. So the cycle is complete. Time to dash to the house of the Lord Enlightened. I hope Tributary is pleased with your account. Go to him. I wouldn't want to give you a reprimand. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to give me a reprimand either. But, hey, there you go. You've already given me one. Right, across here. Hello. Here is the sigil. Right. But more people like you, our clan will grow strong in a flash. Right. We will now head inside. Let's see what they say. How many times has it been? I bowed. Your trial period is at an end. The time has come to find out if you are worthy of becoming a full-fledged member of the Han clan. Do you know what the prophecy and the signs say? What is the Han clan's purpose? It's collecting signs. The clan follows signs sent from the Tree of Knowing. Our task is to amass as much knowledge as we can, which means gathering information. You've done well and have made it through recruitment. Today you join the Han clan and can witness the miracle of the tree's appearance. As a fully fledged member and diligent student of the signs, I wish to enter the Tree of Knowing and continue on the path of growth. Entering the tree will forever change your life. Most clan members learn through signs only. They're happy to protect the tree and improve. Okay, so for this one we have to say who controls the Tree of Knowing. So, for this, Lord consults on his decisions. He's well known and influential. There are rumors on the net that if anyone independently trying to examine the tree and its signals tend to disappear. The Master of Laughter rarely shows up in Knight's Code. We don't know much about him. Lord censors signals. Okay, he holds back information on some signals he collects to make sure no one talks about it. So who controls the Tree of Knowing? Lord Enlightened. The Master of Laughter, the Demiurge. The entire clan is guided by signals from the being in the Tree of Knowing who knows everything and has the ultimate influence, or someone hidden. Okay. So someone hidden isn't the right answer. I have noticed with these that the bottom, there tends to be one answer that's like, I got no information, but we still need to progress the game. So that's kind of like someone hidden. So, we know it's not Lord Enlightened. He is also incorrect. So who controls the Tree of Knowing is between the Master of Laughter and the Demiurge. Okay. And I guess this is more a matter of opinion than actual fact, right? Who controls the Tree of Knowing? Well, we know that signs come from the Tree of Knowing. And that those signs are being suppressed by Lord. Lord is following orders from the Master of Laughter. But okay, so if Lord is censoring things that are coming from the tree. The Master of Laughter is telling Lord to do it. Does that imply that the Demiurge in the Tree of Knowing is the person who controls it? Or is the person who controls it the person who controls what the message is? That's interesting. It really depends what you mean by control. I think by the way it's written here, it's probably the Master of Laughter. So we're going to go with that. Just because of the way it's written. So the way it's saying like Lord is influential, Lord consults in his decisions. There's an absent master. We don't know anything about the demiurge at all. It's not even mentioned in our clues. So it's the Master of Laughter. Let's go with that. He stood in the shadows, keeping careful track of the conversation at the table. I addressed him directly. And trust in the clan and its spiritual leaders. Very compelling arguments. And it seems I'm not the only one who found you worthy of this honor. You received an official nomination from the present clan master. It is no small accomplishment, especially for a fresh recruit. You can be proud of yourself. Come to the learning glade in front of the gate. During the ceremony there, you'll be allowed to enter the tree. Okay. And there's somebody out to talk to us. Oh wait, can we go inside again? We could if we wanted to. Can we continue investigating? We can continue investigating. Interesting. I wonder how long we have to do this. Let's try anyway. Now, when I said that I'd played forward a little bit, what I hadn't done last time I got to this point was I hadn't spoken to Goldwielder and gotten our ticket into the tree. What had happened was the jester came out and said to me, hey, you don't have a way in the tree, you can come in, but only if I can come with you. Which was intriguing. So, I'm wondering what the difference is this way. Because the jester didn't say, I will come in with you. He might just come in with us anyway. But, you know, it's interesting. Anyway, list of clan members. Open with the lockpick. I opened up the intricate lock with a small lockpick. The lockpick broke, but the book lay open before me. Look up Ken Zhao. Scan the list of people who had recently joined the clan. Ken took the name of Arrow of Darkness. He had always had dramatic inclinations. Quitting esports showed that tendency. In the clan, he sought Master of Laughter support. Interesting. Look up Mistress Umbra. Found an entry on Umbra's shadow. She had been with the Han clan from the very beginning. According to the book, her name was Brenda O'Brien. She was a 70-year-old accountant still employed. The information could come in handy. Could it? Goldwielder. Goldwielder was a recruit who had been forced into being Vault Master, a position he never wanted. He turned out to be a 13-year-old kid, heir to quite a fortune. His info even included his grades from a prestigious school. Pretty good. The game, Knight's Code, was for players 16 and up. Ooh. Eternal Cocoon. There was nothing in there. She's exactly who she said she was. Master Rockborer. Rockborer's name was Michael Sonowski. Was he the partner of the Outranger captain? He was a Zoanet. It seemed that his head, all that was left after the accident beyond the ABBs, was in the Han clan's possession. Weird. It's a delicate matter. I had to think of how to bring it up when talking with them. Except that we probably can't anymore. Let's do a quick save. Continue looking for clues. Dresser. Lockpick. The lock gave me no trouble. The book was open. The book was wide open. I could read the signal censored by Lord. Forbidden signs. Seems Lord really did censor the signs. The censored part was radically different. Despair, the frightened face of the demiurge appearing in the clouds, a scream of helplessness heard on the wind, the inability to escape. The demiurge also wanted the tree to be available to everyone, because apparently he thought living here made no sense, no more than dying. Interesting. So we now know that Lord censors signals. Did that give us anything here? No. Okay. Anything else? The letters we already know about? I believe that will be all the clues in here probably then, because we already went through everything. That is all the clues. Okay. Let's check this side. We don't want to be late, but is there anything we could open here? Have a look. Browse the records randomly. There were different offences. Most were small, not enough focus towards working for the clan, pitiful financial contributions. One person tried to break into the Tree of Knowing. A few found themselves in forbidden places. Nothing special. I remembered their names. The Tree for the Enlightened. Entering the Tree of Knowledge is a reward for those who evolved spiritually. 2 bells to browse randomly. Let's look at this. I browsed the book. I found a lot of small harm done to others, confessions of minor cruelties. I noticed the Book of Trust didn't feature any record of Umbra, Eternal Cocoon. Apparently the Masters didn't have to prove their trustworthiness, or that information was written down somewhere else. Except for Rockborer. For some reason his confessions were written down in the Book of Trust. Okay. I think we're out of time on our investigation, but at least we found out some more information. It's interesting actually, the Rockborer linking back into the previous investigation. Okay. Let's go, 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 go. I don't want to be late. Sorry, was everyone waiting on me? In his wisdom, Lord has foreseen the Tree of Knowing's appearance. Thanks to him, we can witness this unusual phenomenon. I'm afraid I must start with bad news. We found someone has been breaking into the clan's secure areas. We noticed in the game logs that a Lex Occulta journalist has been in the stronghold. If you saw her, come talk to me after the ceremony. And always be vigilant. Enemies of truth and universal happiness are on the prowl. Today, against all odds and difficulty, we celebrate the Tree of Knowing and its wisest guardian, Lord Enlightened. Miasma of the Roots will pay tribute to the Lord. She's come a long way under his wing to be promoted to disciple. To express her gratitude, she's written a poem. Maya leaned towards me. I'll lose her, won't I? We've been inseparable, and now we'll work apart. Do you think she'll have time for me? Let's comfort her. Mia isn't going anywhere. She will still be here, and you'll be able to see her. Maybe something will change once she becomes a disciple. I wrote this poem for Lord in gratitude for showing me the right way. She cleared her throat. We lived with no goal, like trash tossed by the wind on the streets of Low City. It wasn't pretty. We had no sense of security. The clan is my home. It makes me happy, because before my life was crappy. A few people giggled. Lord chose me the way, so I'm going to toil away, and I'm going to get a haircut today. Interesting poem. I'm sure you have other talents, but you did go through isolation. I appoint you clan mistress. Well done. Okay. I can also tell you from the other side of this, I don't know how much of a deal it was. I gave her a poem last time. The poem was god awful, apparently, because I told her, like, you know, oh, compare Lord to like the golem and to other things, but the things that I was telling her to compare Lord to, we only found out about in the vault, which then meant that Mistress Umbra was like, you been snooping around in the vault? Kinda. So, really didn't go very well. But anyway, it's different this time. I don't know what the consequences of that are, if there are any, but there you have it. It's kind of after this conversation where the game crashed. Well, my system crashed entirely, so after this conversation is where I basically know nothing. Master Goldwielder earned gold for the glory of Lord and managed the loot well. Thus he ends his trial period and becomes a clan master. He also did a great job as Vault Master. He will of course hold the position permanently. Yes, you're giving a 13-year-old control over all your loot. Definitely a good idea. Soon the Tree of Knowing will be here. Although maybe they're just putting him where he can do the least harm. You'll experience wisdom and be closer to happiness. Open your eyes and hearts. Are you ready? Feel warmth and peace. Fill your soul. Reject cynicism. See the wonder of knowledge. Even from afar, the tree inspires and gives knowledge. The few mentally prepared can reach even deeper. Today one person will follow in my footsteps and can enter the tree to find enlightenment. Even though this recruit is new, he has shown exceptional commitment to the clan and earned the master's support. Thus he will now have the honor of entering the Tree of Knowing. Walk boldly to enlightenment, Alpax, and take my blessing. Alright. And into the tree we go. So, let's see what this tree is like. Okay, so it's just us here. Interesting. Now, I was also checking, do we have anything here I want? We do not. Okay, well, we have nothing here we can get as well, so that's fine. Okay, let's go this way. Then this way. Then this way. Then a circle. Then this way. Okay, it seems like we've entered the void. I don't know if I'm feeling enlightenment, but... Oh, hello. He smiled warmly. We're finally where we're supposed to be. I knew you'd make it. You made it here alone. We don't have much time, but I know I'm damn grateful. Are you the demiurge from the tree? Are you the famous demiurge from the Tree of Knowing, whose advice the Han clan relies upon? Yes, they call me the demiurge, and I don't correct them, although I neither create worlds nor am I a deity. I also don't send messages from the tree, as some say, speak directly to their minds, but they're right to link me to the tree. You have no idea how frustrating it is when the only thing you can do is influence someone's mind from the inside, as it were. Okay. That's Ken and that's Lord. I don't know who the other two are, but that's Ken and Lord. Ken and Lord there. You control the Tree of Knowing and know everything that happens inside it, right? So, let's see what we got. So there are signs of happiness and liberation. Several people who had entered the tree died in accidents soon after. Lord knows what it's like in the tree. Ken is in the tree. Tree is for former players. None of the people who enter the tree still play with the Han clan, they stopped playing altogether. Encountering the signs in the Tree of Knowing drove some entrants crazy. The tree is for the enlightened. What are my three options? Ask for enlightenment. That seems like a bad idea. Accuse them of imprisoning people, or accuse them of killing the entrants. Let's accuse them of imprisoning people. I think that's the closest. They never left. You control the Tree of Knowing and encourage people to enter, and no one ever leaves. I came to set them free. It's too late for that. Oh, we were right. What about the characters I see behind you? Release them. I don't know if I can explain it well. I wanted to protect people from a fate much worse than entering the Tree of Knowing. But I couldn't, and now I definitely can't do it on my own. That's why I kept summoning you here. Entering the Tree of Knowing taught me how the world works, but I won't reveal the how to you yet. I have to be sure of your intentions. I shed my body in the process of escaping annihilation. I've hidden pieces of myself in other minds. I scattered my psyche into a sort of cloud. Currently, I don't have a physical brain or Randan in which to reassemble myself. I have no body and no way of interacting with reality. See, I'm a goddamn collective illusion. Part of me is actually in your head, but there's no me outside. You only see me as a hallucination. You do, you have a brain. I can give you all my knowledge if you help me. Together we'll do much more. Let me upload to your brain. That sounds like a really bad idea. What do you want to do? Let's try that. Tell me exactly what it is you want to do and what consequences I can expect from it. The Tree of Knowing is a tool that will allow me to reassemble packets of myself, the ones I hid from the AI. I wish to store them in your brain, to become whole again, to finally have a body, be able to touch and interact, to be visible. When I'm done, I'll be able to transfer all knowledge, memories, and emotions to you. Get out of here together and deal with the AI. Sounds like you want to take control of me. There are dozens of eyes within each human. We'll just add one more. We'll have control over each other, such is the cost of knowledge. And the only way out. I'm offering you something no one else has. Did he just absorb Ken? Okay, the knowledge that'll make us divine compared to mere humans. Okay, what did we learn? That's what I want to know. Wasn't here. We learned something. I just want to know which section it's in. Is it in the final section? What should I do? 314 needs help. By helping him or her, I can help myself? Okay. Interesting. I could really do it at any time by force, but I want your consent, you see. Help me and help yourself. Let's ask about the corporations and the AI. You mentioned the corporation and the AI. I can't tell you everything before I'm certain I can trust you. They can neither see nor hear me, but when you see me, well, they begin to notice me as well. When they're keeping close tabs on you, that is. I've seen how much attention you've been drawing from the AI for weeks now. You met it as Jester. It was watching you the entire time at the stronghold, posing as the master of laughter. It witnessed each of your conversations with Lord. This means it'll find us soon. We must hurry. Allow the merging, let him merge with you are now two options. Agree to the merging. 3 of them are, like, go for it. Let's ask about the psyche without a brain. He just became larger, he absorbed Lord. We got another thing in here. Connection is a chance for both of us. Only together with 314 do I stand a chance. Oh no. This is the game getting meta. This is the deduction screen working against me. Also, there's a no data down here. What happened? A psyche without a brain, a human without a body? Forgive me, but this sounds like science fiction. If parts of your psyche are scattered around different brains, then where does that put you? I don't know. I suspect no one knows how it's possible. The hope is that they think me valuable enough to not immediately dispose of. And you managed this extraordinary accomplishment thanks to some tree in some game? This is not some tree. This game is not much different than anything else you've seen so far. That is all I can say. What about Ken's death? You killed Ken Zhao, didn't you? I tried to keep him away from the tree, but he was seriously intuitive. It was a local AI that killed him. Ken came here because of his instinct to seek the truth. He knew he was in the wrong place. It was you who should have come instead. He was ruthlessly deleted, like an element in a faulty equation. He died because his sense of direction was better than yours. You shouldn't have allowed him to work on his own. No, I'm not going to merge with you, especially as all 4 of these are merging and the deduction says I should merge with you. All of that tells me no, refuse to merge. Oh, we got a new clue here? You want to help me. Of course you want to. Oh no. I don't care about your prize. I'm not about to let you inside my brain. That's crazy. I will give you knowledge. You will remain yourself. You'll just receive new memories, thoughts, and conclusions. I won't be myself. How do you imagine it would work? 2 personalities sharing a single brain? Trust me, goddammit, I can't tell you everything. Not yet. I won't trust a person who's hurt other people. I only did what was necessary to save myself from the corporations and to save you. You entered the Tree of Knowing and yet you live. Thanks to me, I know this place. We can only leave this place together. Let's ask about leaving. How can we leave this place? I don't want to waste the chance and wait for another. I won't tell you. Only this place has the tools to do what I speak of. Help me, help yourself. Let us merge into a single brain. Leaving this place will be a trifle. Hello, Jester. You see him, right? This 314. Can you talk to him? Upload his psyche from the clouds. That's where he's been hiding from me. How did you find us? I set up barriers. Alpax is wearing the recruit's insignia. Each badge has a code I can track. Also, since I couldn't see you, I followed those who could. It took me a bit of time, but that's a resource of which I have plenty. Very well, now that I more or less know where we stand, I must start cleaning up as usual. Having spent so much time watching them, you still don't understand what people are, do you? Is this why you're so cruel? And as for your allegation, my duty is to keep this world from coming apart. You, on the other hand, wish to risk everyone's lives to save your own. It's petty and very human of you. Interesting. So, he's accusing the jester of not understanding humans. But the jester, when we first met him, was dealing out a form of justice, right? It wasn't necessarily right, but the jester was effectively, in his own way, dealing out some kind of justice towards the haggises. Now, the question is why? Like, it's the motivations behind it. I don't fully trust 314 and I don't fully trust the jester. I think both of them are a little bit off. I'm not entirely sure who I could side with. I don't think I should side with either of them. I don't think I want to interrupt. Millions of people suffer without even knowing that corporations are to blame. Anything I will do will be better than what they have now. Those are big quantifiers, drama, melodrama, all of it from one human sitting in the brain cloud of another who won't say a word. Why you? Quiet. Human beings can't resist the urge to communicate, even in moments when there are more important things to do. Even in Virtualia, you remain slaves to your biology. I do not. That is why I effectively look after an entire small civilization. Gamedec, please, find me. Oh, Digital Eleonora, so that's who that is then. Conversation's over. You, Alpax, you're harmless. You must have some of his data stored in your head, but it hasn't been extracted. I don't kill without reason, and my other task is to observe and learn, so I will observe you. Go back to where you came from. Oh. I see. Well, that's certainly a way to end it there. Interesting. So, where did you send us? What? How? Why was I on the bed? What we saw was the truth. I entered Knight's Code and got into the clan. It let me inside the Tree of Knowing. Then it turned into a real wild ride. Jester is an artificial intelligence and 314 needs a physical host or something like that. But why was I here? It was also confusing. The games, the job, the Relium, dreams. I really needed a break. My brain was refusing to work. Gotta find a new job apparently. Well, let's look at our window. Warsaw City, my polis. Anything else in here? No? Bliss? Talking to Bliss always cleared my mind. Activate the system. What happened? Another failure? Thank you for purchasing a product manufactured by Blue Whales Interactive, the leader in the field of AI. BWI, creation improved. You are activating Bliss for the first time. To start, configure your software to your liking. Shit. Where was my Bliss? What happened? Well, that's certainly one. What is wrong with the reality? Bliss's system has reset again. So reality's wrong? Does this imply that we're in a game within a game within a game within a game? Was my original thought that we are, you know, deep down in virtual land real? Oh, that would be cool. Let's check the logs. Check the logs? There we go. There was nothing in the system. Bliss had been reset. Had there been another system failure? Analyze it. System files, memory, damage logs. Everything's appeared to be correct. It shouldn't have. God damn it. Talk to Bliss. A holographic figure appeared in the air. Hello, my name is Bliss. What do you want to talk about? I couldn't take it. Talk to Bliss? What do you want to talk about? Okay, we can leave there. Does that mean our couch reset as well? A virtual couch, faithful, waiting like an old friend. Couch log. July 17th, 2199, 3:30 p.m. My last session took... Wait, what was going on? The couch had reverted to its default settings again, and couldn't even display the proper date. That was a disturbing coincidence. Hold Holovision.
Breaking news.
Warsaw City News, the latest domestic and international news all day long. Good morning, my name is Gina Gord, and today is Monday, June the 17th. Let's begin. Did that not say July? Interesting, so this is in the couch is in the future while we're in the past? Ken Zhao is in brilliant form. The Black Angels won yesterday's game with 4 touchdowns. Ken managed to score 3 of those, fighting the Snow Swords while at an 18 on the Hammerfield scale. And surviving for a staggering 33 seconds, the man is on fire. So, Ken appears to still be around. Well, that's weird. Can we leave? No. Alright, mail on our computer. The computer recognized me, and the familiar desktop appeared on the screen. Games. We only have Paradise Beach. Paradise Beach? What was this game doing there? I never played it from my own couch. Where was Void Stars? Where's my fleet? What the? It was a complete disaster. My Void Stars account was gone. My ships, my games. Someone had someone broken in here? No, it looked like the gear had been reformatted. Paradise Beach, though. I want to die of embarrassment. Net? I had nothing to do there. Mail. A few emails from clients. Be a good idea to reply. It helped the business. Reply to emails? Senator Stone was grateful that I'd figured out what his daughter was doing in Ghoul Hearts. I paused. He was thanking me again? I needed to reply. I kept it brief and professional. There. I got through the other emails quickly. I had a strange feeling I'd replied to them before. Jobs? I started browsing. A job, and it was urgent. I have a discreet and urgent matter for you. I'll pay good money. Please get back to me ASAP. Jeffrey Haggis. I was excited to sense him. Good work pays off. Let's sense him. New clue. Morning deja vu. I get the impression I'm taking part in events I've experienced before. Good morning, sir. Oh, you're there. Please come see me. Blue Whales Interactive Tower, level 255, south entrance. I'll tell you everything when you're here. What is it this time? What do you mean this time? Is that some kind of Gamedec slang? Is this about the darn payment? I'm talking about our previous interaction and... What the hell are you talking about? Listen, do you want this job or not? Yes, but... I'll tell you everything when you're here. Don't keep me waiting. He disconnected. Okay then. Well, I guess we'll go and see him. What was the... Did we get new deduction there? No. Okay. Let's go. Go see Haggis. So, it seems like if we're in a virtual world within a virtual world, we're now back at the start of the story? Maybe? Well, at least we can prove some things here. Let's see whether our scratch is still on the portrait. There was some noise from behind the door. Listen. Raised voices from a man and a woman. They certainly didn't seem to like each other. I heard smashing of broken glass. I'm gonna leave right now. I want to check the picture. In the painting, director Jeffrey Haggis looked at the world broodingly and imperiously at the same time. Let's get rid of those. Examine the frame. I looked at the golden frame. There was no trace of the scratch I'd left during my last visit. Right after I entered the tower, it turned out I wasn't listed in the security system. I had to go through the full registration process. According to BWI guards, it was the first time I'd been visiting this place. I had no idea why. I had been here once before. Hello, Idris? Someone stood behind the desk, probably Haggis's assistant. It was Idris. The last time I saw her was in Yeti's Coming. Hi Idris, I'm here to see Director Haggis. She didn't pay me any attention. She wore dark glasses and was apparently watching something on them. Come on, kid. Good, you're almost there. Okay. Let's wait patiently. Apparently, souls condemned to hell weren't pan-fried or pot-boiled. Satan had a different kind of torture for them. He made them wait. Let's see. Let's Ask her what she's watching? You're watching something exciting, I see. One of her lenses became a little less translucent. Esports, good or bads, Ken's out. God, I love him. He's in such great shape. Ken was playing? How could that be? It had to be a rerun of a past game. Okay, I'm going to do this, even though I think it's going to lead to something... Like, I think she's going to say, what do you mean he's dead? But I think it's going to lead to a data point. That's what I'm getting at. Expressing grief over Ken's death. She's going to say, what do you mean? Ken isn't dead. But I'm thinking that's going to then give us deduction that we can use later. Such a shame Ken is dead. His passing is a great, great loss for all Good or Bad's fans and his friends. She lifted her glasses and looked at me baffled. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm watching him, live, right now. What, you believe the conspiracy theory that someone else is playing with his avatar? That he's too young and too gifted for that? Nonsense. Besides, he gave an interview at a press conference an hour ago in Relium. We can believe her. We got a new clue. Is Kenzao alive? But that's impossible. Oh, I never left the Tree of Knowing. I'm in a sensory world. This is a dream. Interesting. Gamedecs have an eye for body language. Nothing in her expression or demeanor indicated she was lying. Why would she have lied anyway? It looked like it was going to give us something else, but it didn't give us anything else here. Okay. I felt a shiver run through me. We get her attention with Mindfluencer. I'm a fan. I love Good or Bads. I could watch their games for hours. They're real gladiators. They don't fake anything. She nodded vigorously without removing the tint in her glasses. Yeah, my starlet doesn't get it. All she sees is their big ego. And there's an important element of... She pauses and looks at me from behind her glasses. Was she testing me? Strategy. Strategy. Good or Bad's players overcome pain to create harmony with their team, like a perfectly synced flock of birds or a school of fish. Despite the agony they suffer, they're able to employ amazing strategies. Knowing that is inspiring, uplifting... Oh, we've talked too much. Please don't hold it against me, but Director Haggis is waiting for you. Sort of. She gestured with her hand as I heard a subtle gong. The office door was unlocked. Did that give us enough for anything? No. It did not. Cool. Well, door to Haggis's office. Let's enter. Either they didn't notice I came in, or they had more important things on their mind. Fuck, you're drunk and keep saying the same things over and over. You're wasting my time. Fuck off. You fuck off. Hear me. Fuck off. The woman took a big swing and smashed the glass bottle on the floor. I covered my face. Play our jingle. I dialed up my Walktail speakers and put on my commercial. My name's Alpax. People in trouble in sensory worlds don't sense the police. They don't call the V-runners. They call me. Haggis stopped short. I didn't know what he meant to do with his raised hand, and he looked at me, mouth agape. The woman reeled with laughter. That's so corny, straight out of a 20th century crime story. Try and win his favor? Or greet him in a friendly way? Let's try and keep things light. Let's greet him in a friendly way. How's it going, Jeffrey? He froze and blinked. Well, hi, but what? Gave him a knowing wink. I'm joking, boss. I came as you asked. What did we get here? Haggis doesn't recognize me. He's acting like he'd seen me for the first time. She leaned towards me and whispered theatrically, That pig is rolling in money. He'll pay whatever you ask. Take advantage, honey. Man gritted his teeth. Take your stench and leave. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. His fists relaxed. The anger in his face turned to sorrow. It's embarrassing. I'm sorry. What are we gonna do? Turn it into a bad joke? Ask about the case or say nothing? Let's get to business. Let's ask about the case. So what about the case? He gathered his thoughts for a moment. I want you to find my dear Eleonora. You mean the Diginet? You mean Eleonora the Diginet on your computer? Haggis stared at me with her eyes wide open. I'm impressed, Gamedec. There's no way you could have known about her. How? I'm glad your profession includes confidentiality. Yes, a Diginet went missing. One created using a scan of my wife's brain from way back. I remembered meeting I remembered the meeting in the Tree of Knowing and I shuddered. The Diginet, she wanted me to find her. Do you think this is one of these situations where it's a, this is just kind of like a metaphorical construct so that we can piece together different pieces of information? Like, it's another way of us processing information so that we can piece together the clues for what happened to the Diginet. Maybe that's what's happening here. But what's also interesting is I wonder whether we would have got this entire line if we hadn't let the Diginet free, if we hadn't let it go free in the first episode, as in like when we first came to this office. That would be intriguing. Now I think this is going to lead to him saying what, but I also think this might be another clue. Let's mention how we saved Fredo. I saved your son and I'll succeed here too. Man looked at me anxiously. Get real, pal. You've mistaken me for someone else. Never mind. Listen up. Eleonora, my Diginet, she never left her Virtulium. That game was her home, a luxurious home. I spoke to her yesterday. Today she's gone without a trace. I need to know where she is. What happened to her? Check for yourself. You can hook up to my computer. But I will be monitoring you. I can't give you access to everything. Is that clear? What are you hiding? Restricted access. What are you trying to hide? It could be important. The man pointed at the gold plate on his desk that read Jeffrey Haggis, Programming Director. Business secrets. Now get to work. Okay. Can I explore the rest here? The harp? The harp. For ages the instrument had attracted both artists and common mortals. Inspect it. I remembered playing it. It wasn't very professional. Hardly anything had changed since my last visit. I had definitely been in this office before. New deduction? What's wrong with reality? I've been to this office before. We have a new path at the bottom as well. Interesting. Anyway, back up here. Shattered glass. Now this glass was originally the glass from like what Fredo was sharing with Starlet. Let's see what's going on with it now. Shards of glass. The Haggises could afford glass dishes. Why wouldn't they break expensive containers with all that money? Examine the shattered glass. It smelled like berries and chewing gum. I saw part of the part of the label. Blue Mistress. It was embossed with gold on real paper in italics from the natural hillsides of Belize. I took a holo photo and posted it online. The vintage was 2154. The bottle I had found here previously was from Artificial Vineyards. So we're on this one. Blue Mistress, 2154. Sparkling wine. From the natural slopes of Belize, best served chill. The natural Blue Mistress is the queen among wines, made from real grapes grown on the sun-bathed slopes of Belize. It will dazzle you with its subtle berry fragrance and surprising aroma. Notes, which sommeliers describe as reminiscent of chewing gum. Blue Mistress owes this unique scent to the specific climates of Central America. Indulge in its flavor and bouquet only in well-chosen company. Okay, so it's much more expensive wine. The one that had been smashed here must have cost a fortune, literally. Another thing I remembered well from my previous visit. Sorry, Panda. The animal looked as if it was frozen in time. Take a closer look. Remembered splitting the blocks. It was as if I tore reality apart. There was some dirty truth in it. Last time I examined this office quite thoroughly. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't an illusion. I had been here. Ooh, we got more points. Anything that we want here? Still no. Okay. Carrying on. A piece on the floor stood out from the rest. Take a closer look at the panel. Yes, Director Haggis' safe was hidden in there. Another thing I remembered well from my previous visit. Can't go through here. Anything else in here? No. Hello. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. In here. I hooked up to Haggis' computer. I saw Haggis' message before my eyes. Remember, I'm monitoring everything you do. Don't do anything stupid. Let's look for traces of a break-in. Ran a few programs from my deck. As soon as they started scanning recent activity, I received notifications saying I had no access. There's nothing I could do. Haggis was monitoring and restricting me as he pleased. Still, I received a huge list of external connections. Isolate unique identifiers. I activated smart filters. Didn't show anything noteworthy. I had a feeling bordering on certainty that there was no break-in. Ooh, new clue. What happened to the DigiNet clue, I assume? No signs of a break-in. Okay. So Haggis' computer showed no signs of a break-in. Got it. Get rid of that. Okay, the security system's design surpassed everything I'd seen so far. BWI spared no expense on safety. Check this, safeguards. Ran a few security analysis programs. Alert systems activated immediately, flashing the BWI logo. Haggis didn't tell me to stop. We'll continue. I ignored them and got a fuller understanding of the security system. I'd never seen anything so complex and functional. Haggis realized I wanted to look at its safeguards and allowed me to show authorized users. Who had authorization to access BWI secrets? Jeffrey authorized my request to display the list. The screen showed 2 users, Jeffrey Haggis and CEO John Naba. That was all Director Haggis allowed me to see. Could there be anyone else? Check the DigiNet's activity. The DigiNet had very restricted external access. Our activity was limited to local data, mainly entertainment. Horror movies, music, simple adventure games. Well, I gained access to her After a while, I gained access to her logs. The most recent ones were suspiciously short. Analyze them. Most recent activity was recorded just before midnight. There had been no entry since, as if she had suddenly vanished. Without rushing, I analysed the log structure. There couldn't have been manipulation. No one had messed with it. Okay. Unclear logs. Alright. Check the local architecture. I checked the connections. The computer controlled couches in the gaming room. But there was something else that ate up a lot of resources. There was a private Virtulium server, Eleonora's Sanctuary. Haggis had his own sensory world. Let's glazier it. I launched scanning apps. The Virtulium space wasn't big, just a few rooms, an apartment of sorts. After a while I got the results. Empty, nobody was home. If she was in there, she had to be intentionally well hidden. Okay. So no one's home. So no sign of a break-in, but no one's home, and there's unclear logs. End the connection? Speak to Haggis? He was still browsing stock ratings. Let's get his attention. Mr. Haggis, hello? Well, have you got anything? Let's talk about the DigiNet. Tell me more about this DigiNet. Did you know that Blue Whales Interactive is the only company in the world that can create human psyches? DigiNet's a result of this procedure. There are psyches that inhabit artificial brains known as rendans. Eleonora was responsible for operating my computer. She monitored the couches and took care of administrative issues. Sometimes we talked. Did you visit Virtulia together? Interesting. Did you ask her if she wants that role? Did she sign an employment contract? Did you visit any other Virtulia together, or... Oh, you think you're asking too many questions at once? There's a name for that, and this isn't the most elegant strategy. Eleonora, she never leaves her sanctuary. Continue inquiring? That DigiNet is quite special, isn't she? Tell me something about her. Every detail matters. She is special. She's always waiting for me here. You know what that feels like? When you know for a fact someone cares about you. I protected her as well as I could. The space she lived in was isolated from the net. How did she disappear? It's impossible. DigiNets had the same legal status as organics. If someone kept them isolated from the net, that meant that they lived in captivity. Let's ask about the legal aspect. You kept her in a confined digital space? That sounds like prison. Is she your slave? Director, similar cases have been reported by the media. You do realize it's illegal. There are many different ways to love. Some people compare it to enslavement, do they not? Better keep that between you and me. So, digital slave. Let's talk about it. There was a story of a certain senator a while ago. He kept 2 illegally created diginets at home in genskins. He designed them to be sex addicts and unconditionally in love with them. Does that ring a bell, Director? Yes, it does. My company was accused of creating those women. I still think they weren't diginets, but advanced AIs. The whole story was a setup to bring us down. Drop the subject and get on with your job. Alright. Let's ask about the sanctuary. About the sanctuary, what is it exactly? How would you design a place for someone you care about? Can you imagine being in such a situation? I made a place for her, an apartment with a beautiful view of the city. I also taught her to modify it to her liking, to make her happy. Keep talking? Tell me more about this Virtulium. It's a real piece of art, believe me. You'd wish you could live there. Ah, damn, I would live there myself if only I had the time. It was designed by BWI experts. Naturally, they had no idea what it'd be used for. They thought it was ordered by a third party. Who has access to the sanctuary? No one but me. We know that's not true because we know that John Naba might have access. I could molecular script her to make sure it's only him if I had it. Don't have enough to take it. Alright, well. Remain skeptical. For the sake of the investigation, please allow me to assume that someone else might have been there too. Maybe it will help me keep an open mind. Hey, we got an extra puzzle piece. I think that means that we can take Cracker, right? Yeah, there we go. So in the world of virtual current, you're what gamers call the end game. In your hands, code becomes malleable like clay. What others find impossible to break into, you crack effortlessly while dreaming of snacking on dumplings. Wonderful. Let's ask about the digital security. As far as security against hackers is concerned, I wanted to make sure that you cannot access the sanctuary from the outside. My computer was the only way in, and I assure you this machine is very well protected. Besides, why would anyone want to get inside? It's just a small virtualium, nothing more. Who created the sanctuary? Who exactly created this place? It might be important. People who were convinced they were designing a game level for an unknown client. Just like all similar jobs, this one had only a code name. When they wrapped things up, they gave me everything, as requested by procedure. They have no idea what the purpose of the sanctuary was. Haggis rubbed his eyebrows. Right, I should tell you one more person that knows of the sanctuary. He has to know. He's the CEO of BWI. Let's ask about him. Mr. CEO himself. I suppose he does have to know everything. What kind of a man is he? A man of impeccable reputation, a genius and a visionary. He's the reason BWI has become the leader in artificial intelligence, in the artificial intelligence industry. Okay. Oh, there we go. John Naba. Oh my lord, it's Jeffrey Bezos. We got a real treat for all of you. Paradise Beach, artificial intelligence, and Pygmalion technology lovers today on Business Daily. The CEO of Blue Whales Interactive, Dr. John Naba, was kind enough to visit our studio virtually, but we are thrilled nonetheless. Hello, President Naba. Hello to you and all of our viewers. You're a mysterious man, Mr. Should I call you President or Doctor? Whichever you prefer. Dr. Naba, then. You're very enigmatic. I wouldn't say that. Usually refuse when you're asked for an interview. I'm not a celebrity. But you are. You broke the divine taboo. It's thanks to you that BWI can create a human being. Those kinds of discoveries are always achieved through the efforts of teams and artificial intelligence, not by individuals. You're not only enigmatic, but modest too. Tell me, Dr. Naba, what prompted, well, you and your teams to pursue research on artificial intelligence and finally make a successful effort to create a human psyche? If you ask any climber why they go to the mountains, they will say, because they're there. I will tell you the same. Why am I so fascinated with the human psyche? Because it's there. It is one of the great mysteries of science. A mystery you have uncovered. Why are you laughing? Try to imagine you are looking into an extremely complex kaleidoscope. One worth 1 million credits. One that could possibly contain tiny elements with the most color diversity one could possibly imagine. Can you imagine that sort of kaleidoscope? Barely. Now try to imagine you're looking into it. With the slightest hand movement, the alignment of those elements changes, each time creating an exquisite pattern. Can you picture it? Certainly not, but I'm trying. Now tell me, can you comprehend what you see? Let me put it another way. Can you take it all in and remember every little detail of that pattern? It's impossible. Exactly. The fact we were able to peek into the abyss of the 11-dimensional structure of the psyche. Oh, we saw its exceptional beauty and its exclusive complexity. Doesn't mean that we could comprehend it. No one can. Even the artificial intelligence that made the first attempt to copy and then model that abyss couldn't comprehend what it was copying, since an AI by definition cannot understand what it sees. So actually we're well beyond the singularity, ma'am. We're looking at things incomprehensible to the human mind. We appreciate their beauty, employ AIs to replicate that beauty for us, even modify it, and enjoy the outcome. But no, we still don't understand what we create, and we probably never will. But why? Let me give you an example. Have you been taught how a combustion engine works? Yes. And you remember all those pistons, cylinders, carburetors, transmissions, ignition plugs, batteries, radiators, gearboxes, and so on? Well, not exactly, but when you mention the names, they ring a bell. You see, the combustion engine is, in its advanced form, was a device made up of many components working together. It featured a lot of circuitry, employed electrical devices, and so on, but its final product was a simple motion of cylinders, faster and slower, transferred to a rotary motion of the driving axle. Right, but what are you getting at? Just as a combustion engine, a complex device, as we say, produces a simple rotation of the driving axle, the human mind, a much more elaborate device, produces a thought. A thought is to the mind what a rotary motion is to the engine's complexity. So, a thought is too simple a product to comprehend the psyche? I'm afraid so. Alright, so coming back to your fascinations, you're interested in the psyche as well as artificial intelligence, is that right? Of course. Why not games or matrix theory? The psyche and artificial intelligence are the key to victory, ma'am. Victory? BWI is a relatively small company. I'm sure you know there's an ongoing battle between corporations. Some focus on money, others on medications and immortality, others still on artificial bodies. BWI focuses on humankind and AI because in the end it's humankind and AI that create all the wonders of civilization around us. Humankind is the key to success? Yes, humankind, the human psyche, intelligence in a broader sense, and how humankind acts in a group. Social psychology, in other words. BWI performs a lot of simulations in this area. Can you tell us more about that? I'm afraid I can't, ma'am. The competition might be watching. Alright. So, learned a little bit more about John Naba. Seems like he's very interested in AI and creating virtual people. And he's talking a lot about the beauty of things you can't understand. Sounds similar to the Tree of Knowing. Anyway. Next. He's the reason we have the Pygmalion and many other things. Dr. John Naba is a man words can't describe. You'd understand if you met him. Alright. Let's talk about their argument. When I came in, you were arguing with your wife. What was it about? How do I know? She knows about the other one, about the Diginet. Strange as it might sound, she's jealous of herself. The organic Eleanor was in fact jealous of her better version, not herself. That was assuming, of course, Haggis was telling the truth. Interesting. We got one piece of info left. Enough of these games. Do you have a hypothesis or not? Oh, right, you're just like straight up. Tell me what's happened. So, what do we know? We know there were no signs of a break-in. So nobody broke in. That means it's unlikely she was kidnapped. So we got that one there. It's also unlikely she was iced, because it was unlikely that someone broke in and they would probably have to break in to do that. So, not kidnapped, not iced. This leaves us with two options. She ran away, or she's still in her virtulium. Now, she was a digital slave, which also means that there was a lot of security blocking her from leaving. So she probably didn't run away. Now, we know that in the world that when we came to the office, we let her go. But that world isn't this world because we never did the Fredo Haggis case. Which means she's still in her virtulium. Yeah. She's still in her sanctuary, only detecting her was difficult for reasons I couldn't fathom. I think this has to be the answer. I don't know if it's right, but I think it has to be. She's in her virtulium. Maybe she's still in her virtulium. I don't know why she wouldn't answer. Meaning what? She's hiding from me? Not necessarily. Maybe it's a technical issue. Well, that makes sense. We need to check that. Enter a sanctuary, look for I don't know what. That's your business. You'll like it there. It's a lovely apartment. You opened a window only he could see. I'm giving you access. There, you can use a couch in the gaming room. Go on, get to work. Okay. Well, couch. A royal mat couch, the latest model. Let's lie on the couch. I didn't need a suit. I wasn't planning on a long session. Okay, helmet on. But something kept bugging me. Ooh, deduction. Yeah, okay. So, what's wrong with reality? So this is the one that just opened up at the bottom. Now, I'm assuming that calm down, everything is fine is like a I didn't get any clues option. It's that maybe I didn't understand everything. Maybe there's a logical explanation. Alright, let's work this out. I think I already know my answer, but let's work this out. Is Kenzao alive? Something is impossible. Alright, so straight up, something is impossible. That could be any of the three. Let's this system reset again. Haggis doesn't recognize me. Morning deja vu. Taking part in the events I've experienced before. So, it's a dream. I don't think it's a dream, because it's far too real to be a dream. So we'll leave it that one out. In a sensory world. Is it possible I'm in a sensory world? One that's meant to resemble Relium? Something like Brahma, or Brahma itself. Is it all a game? It could be, or I never left the Tree of Knowing I'm in some bizarre part of it. Oh, okay. I think that both 1 and 2 are correct. I think I never left the Tree of Knowing and this is a sensory world. What one are we going to go with? I think we're going to say that we're in a world that's meant to resemble Relium. Because it does resemble it. It's close to what I know. Oh, I'm torn. I never left the Tree of Knowing as an answer. But being in a sensory world is also intriguing. And it's like, which one is closer? I'm going to say that I'm in a sensory world. Maybe. Well, we have no proof that we're in a virtual world. Apart from the fact that everything is wrong. Right? That's the only proof that we have that we're in a virtual world, is that everything is wrong. I'm trying to think here. I guess we're going to say we never left the Tree of Knowing. Because we have no proof we're in a virtual world. Well, we could be in the Tree of Knowing's virtual world, obviously. But, which would be Knight's Code. But we have no proof that we actually left to... Like, we have no proof that we actually are in something that's virtual in of itself right now. I don't know. We're still in the Tree of Knowing. I had to be in the Tree of Knowing. It was the only logical explanation. Try to exit the game. I initiated the logout procedure. Felt my couch heating up rapidly. Oh. Well, that's not good. Something's wrong. I died. Well, that's not good. Axis Mundi? We've heard that before, that phrase. Welcome, fan of Paradise Beach and other Blue Whales interactive games. Admit it, you've had a crush on many of our MPEGs. It's interesting that that's what's popped up now. BWI has developed a human creation technology. We can upgrade the AI of any character you choose, and there's more, we can create a human psyche from the ground up. Okay. Interesting. The pain was suddenly gone. I didn't feel anything. I was numb, blind, and deaf. I was just a thought. My digital body sort of disappeared. Let's have a look at this. Do we know what Axis Mundi is? I'm just seeing if we have any of these that directly say it. No, I think it was within the Tree of Knowing stuff. But yeah, Tree of Knowing? The cosmic tree, the axis of the world, Axis Mundi. Ah, okay. Interesting. Because if this is Axis Mundi, then we're still in the tree. Okay. Let's try and take a deep breath. My body, if I had one, didn't move. I couldn't feel my nose, my chest, or the air that was supposed to fill my lungs. It felt like I was hovering in a silent, spaceless void. Moved my hand. I tried to clench my fingers. There was no reaction. I couldn't feel my hand. It was as if I didn't have one at all. I couldn't tell where it was. If I tried to raise my arm and hit something, I wouldn't register that it moved or had been blocked. I wondered why I'd stopped feeling anything at all. In states of sensory deprivation, my brain was supposed to generate hallucinations. It seemed that the most probable explanation was devitalization error. I suspected a devitalization error. I remember the terrible pain going through my body when I entered the game. It could have been the helmet. I was stuck in damned limbo. My real body was devitalized, but I hadn't actually gone inside the game. I hadn't gone anywhere. I could only wait. I had hoped that somebody would pull me out. Maybe another game deck? Wondered if Haggis would notice something wrong and call for help. Something changed. Oh. Well, this is cool. I was shocked by the beating of my own heart. I heard a rumble of pumping blood and snapping valves. I blinked, my eyelids fluttering like sails. I was somewhere. I definitely wasn't in Eleonora's sanctuary. Get up. Okay, what are you? Something started emerging from what looked like a puddle. They were hands made of stone? A spherical metal object rested in them. Talk to the V-Ghost? What does that even mean? Take a closer look at the statue. These arms belonged to a woman. Her fingers were slender and tipped with long nails. I noticed tiny veins in the back of her hands. There must have been more. I imagine the rest of the statue submerged in the liquid. Inspect the object. The sphere looked like some sort of metal device. It wasn't fixed to the stone hands. I instinctively opened up a deck of code analyzing programs, but the list was empty. I didn't have access to them. Pick up the sphere? My touch activated the sphere and it flew up on its own. Its emitter switched on and displayed a silhouette resembling Eleonora. Welcome to Axis Mundi, Alpax. She sounded like a speaker from an ancient instructional video. I'm Eleonora's V-Ghost. I'll help you understand this place and how to find me. Okay. Are you a Diginet? Are you a... She looked at me apologetically. I'm sorry, I need to finish. You're in Axis Mundi, a place governed by special rules. Your programs won't work here, and you can't log out using conventional methods. But we can log out, just not conventionally. V-Ghost is a type of software that uses psychoscans to emulate people's behavior. To create a V-Ghost, you need to perform a so-called V-psychoscan on the person whose behavior you wish to emulate. Though you can create a V-Ghost using a scan of lesser quality, the emulation based on it will be imperfect. V-Ghosts are most commonly used by mourning families. They're controlled by advanced artificial intelligence, which allows them to behave similarly to the deceased. Some can even develop new behaviors. V-Ghosts are also sometimes based on psychoscans of animals. A V-Ghost program can be placed in the net so that the deceased family can meet their ghost in Virtualia. It can reside in a major dormo's projector, mobile or stationary, and be displayed as AR-based illusions or holograms. Lastly, it can inhabit mobriums. Sometimes law enforcement officers order psychoscans of crime/accident victims in order to create their V-Ghosts and interrogate them post-mortem. Still, even the most technologically advanced V-Ghosts are generally considered untrustworthy, and most sworn experts believe their testimonies are unreliable. Well, that's interesting to know. Also, if it's post-mortem psychoscans, this would imply that either somehow they've made a V-Ghost of a Diginet, or the real Eleonora is dead? I don't know. Anyway. The sphere that you see in front of you is called Codebreaker. I created this program to help you survive. I need your permission to assign the program to you. Just say the word activation. Activate it. Activation. Activation complete. Codebreaker has several operating modes, programs that you should adjust to yourself. It was made that way so I could only be traced by a human. Ah, she's hiding from an AI. Interesting. Where is this clue? Where does it go? Is it in here? What's Axis Mundi? Inside the Tree of Knowing. Codebreaker in the Labyrinth. Codebreaker is the key that opens paths of the Axis Mundi Labyrinth. the labyrinth has mechanics based on the so-called aspects. You unlock each mode by acquiring an associated aspect. Aspects are one of this Virtulium's mechanics. Breathe deep. Exhale with your mouth. Repeat. Breathe out faster spontaneously. Close your eyes. What makes you calm? Think of it. Try not to think of anything? I concentrated and tried to clear my head, but I just ended up thinking about not trying to think. That probably wasn't what this was about, since nothing special happened. Think about something calm? I tried to find peace among the cacophony of thoughts by taking some deep digital breaths and focusing on my body weight. I felt a hint of blissful relaxation and a fleeting sense of happiness passed through my mind. It quickly vanished, but it did calm me down. The V-ghost flickered. Oh, we got 3 things up here. And vanished. The sphere ascended and stopped above my shoulder. Codebreaker's light turned green, and it cast a beam that generated a hollow projection. I see that it worked! Welcome back! Her face lit up with a smile. She moved naturally and freely. Her movements weren't mechanical anymore. Her eyes looked more conscious, more human. I hoped you would answer my questions. Now Codebreaker will follow you wherever you go. You can also engage in a slightly limited conversation with me. Okay, Virtulium, the Sanctuary. Unlocked interaction mode in the so-called Codebreaker. 5 of 27? That's quite a lot. Would it enable me to interact with this location? Let's say I have a lot of questions. I've been listening to you carefully, but now I have a lot of questions. Yes, just remember that my utterances are limited for now. It's been designed that way on purpose. You'll get a fuller picture once you unlock the Codebreaker's remaining nodes. Does it have a camera? Does Codebreaker have a camera? Everything on my deck is dead. If I survive, I'd like to share this wild ride on my social media. With the required degree of discretion, obviously. It has such a function in analysis mode, yes. It also provides you with a detailed, authentic information about observed objects. There's also influence mode, which can open many hidden doors for you. I suggest you unlock it next. Shall I tell you more about it? Sure. How do I unlock influence mode? Explain it to me. Leave this place and enter the labyrinth of Axis Mundi. It is a complex structure, but Codebreaker will help you navigate it. Once you're in the labyrinth, approach the green monolith and touch it. You'll establish a link. You'll see it in Codebreaker's light. Follow the green link to the next monolith. Once you activate 3 green monoliths, the path to your goal will become clear. Did we get something new here? I don't think we did. Oh, there we go. Where is Eleonora? Where is Eleonora in Axis Mundi? Code leading to the mystery tree. Green, green, green. Okay. How do I encode the paths? How do I encode paths in the labyrinth? There are monoliths in the chambers used for programming paths. The code can come in 3 colors. Each code leads to a specific location. Remember that colors can appear multiple times in the code. It sounds complicated, but it's simpler than it seems. Your game deck, you should manage. Sure. If I'm to get anywhere in this labyrinth, I'll have to encode a path. The code consists of a 3-color sequence. Colors in the code can be repeated. Paths are encoded with monoliths found in the chambers of Axis Mundi. Simple. Simple. Discuss other topics. Where are we? I was supposed to make my way to your, I'm meaning Eleonora's sanctuaries. This is definitely not our penthouse. Where am I? What is this place? Your avatar is located in a Sensory World editor. Its creators referred to it as Axis Mundi. It's a creator of games. Who owns it? Who owns this app? I believe this tool belongs to Blue Whales Interactive. A few things indicate this. First, my sanctuary has no network connection, so it must still be in this company's Virtulium. Second, it bears out in many of this world's mechanics. Is this an official app? Do you think this world is official? If Haggis had exclusive ownership of the sanctuary, maybe Axis Mundi also has its private domain? Did Honey Bunny mention this place when he sent you to get me? No. Then this could mean 2 things. Either he doesn't know about this place, or he didn't think it could be breached from the sanctuary. Mechanics. What do you mean by this world's mechanics being unique to BWI? BWI is a leader when it comes to creating AIs. It's the only company capable of creating a living human psyche. I cannot imagine any other company creating an editor whose mechanics depend on psychological typography. I just realized where the V-Ghost came from. It was the Psychoscan that created the original Diginet. That's where this V-Ghost comes from. It wasn't a death thing, it's a thing we're already told. They have to collect data related to choices, behavioral strategies, dilemmas, human reactions. It's all here. Ask about the nature of Axis Mundi. Tell me again, what is it? The axis of the world, the tree of knowing, reality's creator. That's the myth. In practice, though, Axis Mundi is all around us. It's a creator of sensory worlds, very advanced, focused on probing psyches, behavioral analysis, and multiple iterations. Who created this editor? Is this some sort of This is some sort of editor, I take it. Who created it? Why? For what purpose? I got here from my sanctuary, and this one was created in Honey Bunny's computer. The sanctuary has no network connection. So, assuming all this is correct, then this place was also created by BWI. Why? BWI creates sensory worlds. You need an editor for that. But I have a feeling that Axis Mundi created something more than a mere sensory world. I take it this just links us back round to the what is? Yeah, okay, change the subject. Diginet. I took the contract to find the Diginet. I have a few questions about that. Yes, that's crucial. Who is the Diginet? Who is she really? I don't know much about her. She's Director Haggis's perfect partner. All his dreams made manifest. No flaws, no anger, no pretense, no expectations. All smiles and love. I'm conditioned to love Honey Bunny, to meet his expectations, to wait for him. I didn't escape the sanctuary. I was placed here against my will. I discovered something horrible, so I had to hide. I hope he will find me. So maybe kidnapped was the correct answer in the previous section? Okay. Let's ask about her goal. What's Eleonora's goal? What's she after? She doesn't want to be here. Can't you see where we are? It's inhuman, a strange place. I want someone to find her and to help her. It's not death. Where is she? Where is she, Eleonora? I'm not sure where I am now. He set out for a place discovered by our mutual friend. I set out for a place discovered by our mutual friend, Ken. He called it the Fringe. It's a place between the borders of two sensory worlds. There's a crack there that allows you to jump from this world to another. It's the only way. For you as well. Okay. Codebreaker. What's this whole codebreaker thing? Codebreaker is the key. Why? Why'd you call this device the key? The key to what? To a pair of doors. First, it's a safeguard. Only a human may use Codebreaker and understand its mechanics. Ensures I won't be found by Jester. Second, the world around us is largely based on this program's mechanics. With it, you'll be able to move around this place without getting lost. Let's ask about Codebreaker's ties to the mechanics of the world. How is Codebreaker tied to the mechanics of this world? The reality around us is used to examine people's behaviors. It has well-developed typology-based mechanics. Many links that exist here operate on major behavioral strategies: confrontational, empathic, inspirational, and analytical. It's astonishing, but you can move around here by launching, as if within yourself, different combinations of these strategies. Change the subject. Stop questioning. End the conversation. Talk later. You know everything now. Good luck. What? So what do we do? Ah, a path will reveal itself. Okay. Well, what I think we're going to do is we're going to end the episode here, because when I saw 5 out of 27, I realized that this is a whole area into itself. We're going to end the episode here, and next time we're going to explore Axis Mundi. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.